That's real.
That's so good.
It's so good.
I've never seen that.
Okay, you're not going to believe this, but it's 100% real. The movie Tiptoes stars Mathew McConaughey, who is afraid to tell the woman he loves, Kate Beckinsale, that the rest of his family are dwarves. He is worried she won't marry him once she finds out their children could also be dwarves. The movie stars a lot of great dwarf actors, including Peter Dinklage, who sadly has a really bad accent.
We are so cute and cuddly. Don't discriminate against us!
But the main character, McConaughey's dwarf brother, is played by Gary Oldman. Yes, the Gary Oldman that did this.
Cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth!
And this.
Get away from my godson.
And this.
Everyone!
Oldman plays a dwarf on his knees with his shoes in front of him.
Would I do it now? No.
The voiceover guy really rubs it in his face, too. This is how he ends the trailer.
And in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman. Tiptoes.
Toes.
Barefoot on the moon.
Yes, David Tennant has 11 toes. After a Redditor spotted the mutation online, Tennant confirmed he has an extra nubbin on his right foot. Of course, the Doctor Who community is going crazy, upset that they didn't spot it first and scouring over pictures to find evidence. Considering how many shots there are of Tennant's feet, it is surprisingly hard to find. Many believe he is fucking with his super obsessed fans. Polydactyly is a common birth defect, where a person is born with more than 5 toes. This carpenter was born with 14 toes. He says they are lucky because everybody treats him like a celebrity. Probably not a Doctor Who level celebrity, but still. I guess at this point you throw out the whole, this little piggy. Toes.
Oh, tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll become.
Alright, Tiny Tim was not your ordinary celebrity. He is best remembered for his cover of Tiptoe Through the Tulips, which he sang in a falsetto voice while playing the ukulele. You may recognize it from this creepy scene in Insidious.
Tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Even though he was a quirky outsider artist, he was one of the biggest stars of his day. When he married the 17-year-old girlfriend, Miss Vicky, live on The Tonight Show, 45 million people watched, the highest rating ever for a talk show. In comparison, Prince William and Kate's marriage was watched by half as many, 23 million. The night he died, he wasn't feeling well, but didn't want to disappoint his fans. He had a heart attack on stage. Tiny Tim was buried with his ukulele and a single tulip. Toes. You think the tequila worm is gross? Wait. In Dawson City, Yukon, you can get a drink called sour toe cocktail. It is a shot of whiskey with a mummified human toe. It all started in the 1920s during Prohibition. 2 brothers, Louis and Otto, got caught in the blizzard, and Louis put his foot through the ice and it froze solid. To prevent gangrene, Otto cut off his brother's big toe and put it in a jar of alcohol. There's only one rule with the cocktail. You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow, but your lips must touch that gnarly toe. It is not Louis' toe anymore. In fact, they've gone through 25 toes donated by people that have had them amputated. Over the years, some of those have been stolen and some swallowed. There's a $2,500 fine for swallowing it, and well, that's cannibalism. Toes.
Have the opportunity to go back to WrestleMania or toe wrestling. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we both know.
We know the office.
It's toe wrestling all the way.
This is the sport of toe wrestling. Are you poo-pooing it? That's not a sport. Well, it is. Sure, they came up with it one drunken night trying to figure out what sport the British could actually win a championship at, but it's still very serious. You lock big toes and try to get your opponent's foot to touch their wall. This is the 17-time world champion, Alan Nasty Nash. He has come out of retirement twice trying to beat the new champion, Total Destruction. Total spelt Toe-Tal. If you think they are just playing around, Nash has broken his big toe 9 times in competition. Toes. Everybody knows Tarantino has a ginormous foot fetish, but foot fetishes may not be as weird as they seem. The part of the brain that processes signals from our feet is very close to the part of the brain that processes signals from our genitals, and some scientists believe the foot thing comes from the signals getting cross-wired. In fact, there's an extremely rare condition called foot orgasm syndrome where, like it sounds, you have the sensation of an orgasm in your foot. There was a case of a woman in the Netherlands who, after her gallbladder was removed, started having 5 to 6 orgasms in her left foot every day, each lasting 5 to 6 seconds. Even crazier, by stimulating a small area on the sole of her foot, she could reach climax in the boring old regular place where you have orgasms. Brings a whole new meaning to a foot massage.
But you saying a foot massage don't mean nothing. I'm saying it does. And look, I given 1 million ladies 1 million foot massages, and they all meant something.
Toes!
See you in spring, Toes.
And that's all there is to know about toes.